Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'll be telling you guys 3 ways on how to improve your aim in Fortnite. The first thing you guys can do to improve your aim in Fortnite is understand the 2 different types of weapon mechanics that are implemented into the game Fortnite. Hit scan based weapons are the first type of weapon we're going to go over. Hit scan based weapons do not follow the laws of travel time and bullet drop. This means they void travel time and bullet drop, meaning that if you have the cursor over the target and you pull the trigger, you will deal damage, even if they move after the time you pulled the trigger. Weapons that fit under the hit scan based weapons include assault rifles, shotguns, SMGs, and pistols. Next we have projectile based weapons. Projectile based weapons do take into account travel time of the projectile and projectile drop over a distance. Sniper rifles and rockets are the 2 main types of projectile based weapons in Fortnite. This means even if your cursor is over the target and you pull that trigger, the time it takes to travel there and the bullet drop may affect the shot, meaning the target may be able to dodge the shot. This is very important for Fortnite players to understand so they do not get frustrated when using weapons like snipers and rockets and are missing their shots when their cursor is right over their target. The second way you guys can improve your Fortnite aim is understanding bloom. Bloom is probably the most frustrating mechanic in Fortnite, and out of all the games I've played with that have bloom, Fortnite probably has the worst bloom mechanics I've ever experienced. But the good news is, if you're not moving and you haven't taken any shots, your first shot is 100% accurate. Meaning, if your cursor's over the target's head and you pull the trigger, you will deal damage for a headshot. So the first thing we're gonna go over is understanding how bloom works. As you shoot over time, continuously, the area of which your bullets can travel in becomes greater, making your shots less and less accurate as you're shooting. To understand and display this, you have the cursor on the screen here. This cursor has a line on each side and at the top and bottom. If you were to draw a circle at the inner parts of those lines, you would have the area of which your bullet would travel in. Meaning that if you guys can keep that circle small, you guys will be able to increase your accuracy. There are a few things that really make this bloom circle very large. Running, jumping, or any movement of any sort, and shooting consistently. So how can we increase our accuracy of our shots? There are a few ways you guys can do this. Number 1, controlled tap fire. Controlled tap firing is a really great way to keep your bloom circle at a minimum and still have a good fire rate. This will allow your accuracy to increase and your damage output to be somewhat good. Next is standing still. Standing still will reduce the amount of your bloom quite significantly, meaning that you guys will have a more accurate shot. And last but not least, standing still and crouching has been found to increase accuracy and reduce bloom. Last but not least, you guys can improve your aim in Fortnite by lowering your aim sensitivity or controller targeting sensitivity. This will give you more control when aiming down, giving you an increased accuracy and improved chance of landing your shots. In my experience, I found it best to start new Fortnite players at a 0.4 rating. This is a good baseline for people that are new to first-person shooters or aren't comfortable at the higher speeds. And then as you become more comfortable, I recommend you do increase it to a certain degree. New players don't understand that the aim sensitivity is completely separate from your building sensitivity and your turn rate sensitivity when you're in the game, not aiming down your sight. This just slows down the sensitivity when you're aiming down your sight, so you have more control of where the cursor is until you become more experienced. If you found this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, please drop a like and comment below. And as always, thanks for watching.